back. I think we have 2 more arcs left. So we are gonna work on the next one. I've noticed, since it is the Higurashi crater, it's definitely that same thing of where everything's nice for a little bit, and then things get really dark, and it just rinse and repeats that. So we're gonna try to get through the nice part of it. Let's see what happens in this one. Though the school was quiet on Sunday, the LCSC's club room was abuzz with chatter. Piles of goods for the rummage sale had leaked out into the hallway. Today we were sorting and polishing the merchandise.
綺麗にお手入れしないと売り物にならないからね。
You gotta make them look real good or they'll never sell.
まあ基本は不要品だしね。
Everyone knows they're used goods.
ほこりだらけとか当たり前だね。クリーンクリーンしないとね。
A little dusty is par for the course. We still gotta make them squeaky clean.
お任せ。お掃除魔法でクリーンクリーン。
Did someone say squeaky clean? Just leave it to me. With my cleaning magic, I'm gonna make them squeaky clean.
リリーの生クリンクリンいただきました。グレート。
Woohoo! I got to hear Lily squeaky clean live. Great!
リリアちゃん、ナツくんがおかしくなるから、それはここでは禁止ね。
Hey Ruria, maybe you should put the Lily stuff on hold for now. I think it might be more than Natsu can handle. Yeah, didn't you like also explode last part?
はい、鈴原先輩。もう鈴原先輩以外の人の前ではリリーはやりません。
Okay, Suzuhara. I won't act like Lily for anyone except you anymore.
そんなグレート。
No, it can't be. Ungreat.
男子、ちょっと力仕事してくれる？廊下の山の移動お願い。
Hey boys, mind helping with some manual labor? I need someone to move the piles into the hallway.
力仕事なら任せてください。ナツくん、行こう。
We can handle that. Let's go, Natsu.
スズムンってああ見えて力持ちだよね。
Suzumu is a lot tougher than he looks, huh?
庭で毎日修行してる成果ですね。もうバシンバシン。
Because he trains in the garden every day. Like, wham, wham, and stuff. He punches trees.
かっこいいです。修行って何ですか？
Really? That sounds so cool. What kind of training is it?
袴姿になってね、藁を巻いた木の幹にパンチなんだよ。
He dresses up in a dojo uniform and he hits a tree wrapped in a bunch of straw, like punch, punch.
ああ、鈴原先輩の袴姿とかすっごい見てみたいです。
Wow, Suzuhara in a dojo uniform? I would certainly like to see that.
リディアンってスズムン萌えなわけ？
You got a thing for Suzumu now, Lillian?
いや、そんなわけじゃないです。
No, of course not.
っていうかさ、
Her voice is all
スズ
over.
ムン来てから明らかに部活来る
I'm
回数
trying
多
to
くなっ
fit,
たよね。
like, make these a little different for people who are just listening. You know, come to think of it, you've been showing up a lot more since Suzumu joined.
前は誘ってもお稽古で忙しいだったのにさ。
What happened to being too busy with idol practice?
それはですね。
Well,
わかりやすいね。
Oh, wait. I read over... So... Crap, I read the wrong person. I thought it was... So it was... Kanai. And she was... So whatever happened to the idol practice? Okay. Sorry. I got these two confused.
You're so easy to read. それ言ったらキコチーだってずいぶん部活作るようになったよね。
Look who's calling the kettle black. You've been coming here more often too, haven't you, Kiki?
春宮先輩もわかりやすいですね。
You're an easy read too, Harumiya.
まあ確かにスズムンって可愛いしクールだしそれでいて頼もしいし。
Yeah, I know. Suzumoon's got both cuteness and coolness on his side, and he's super reliable to boot.
ちょっと気になっちゃう男子だよね。
Who wouldn't want a piece of him for themselves?
わかります。鈴原先輩ってどこか他の男子と違うんですよね。
I know what you mean. There's something about Suzahara other boys don't have.
あはは、アツタくんが賑やかだから余計そう感じちゃうかもね。
Maybe it stands out more because he's next to someone as wild and crazy as Atsuta.
暑苦しいアツタくんがいるからスズムンの涼しさが際立つ。
Those two are like fire and ice, though I think I prefer the ice in this case. We all chuckled. I don't know who's speaking. Riria and Minobi. So wait, Riria and Minobi. Like it must be her. I'm not gonna.
Rira and Minabe both nodded when I said Atsuda was still cute in his own way.
でもさ、いいの？フラハイだっけ？
Are you Minobi? I forget now. I'm confusing them.
恋愛禁止じゃないの？
But you sure you can talk about this? I thought Flower High or whatever said romance was a big no-no.
恋愛じゃないです。尊敬とか信用です。
I'm not in love with him. I just respect him and hold him dear.
ヒコチーだってスズムンとは親戚関係なんでしょ？
And what about you, Kiki? You two are related, aren't you?
いとこ同士は結婚できないんじゃなかったっけ？
I'm pretty sure marrying your cousin is frowned upon just about everywhere.
スズムとはもっと浸透が離れてるから結婚ももう満タイタイ。
It's not like we're first cousins, so marriage is no hey probleme.
あ、じゃなくて別に私はスズムにそういう感情は。
But it's not like I'm interested in him that way.
へえ、お二人ともそうなんだね。ならよかった。
Oh, so wait, that's how it is? Then I guess it's all good.
男子とかはあんまり興味がないオイラなんだけどさ、スズムンだけは気になっちゃって。
I'm not that interested in guys myself, but Suzumoon's an exception.
二人が恋愛対象じゃないっていうなら、オイラが先にお手つきしちゃおっかな。
Since it sounds like you two aren't interested, I think I'll just call dibs.
あ、すみません。手が滑って拭いていたツボが。
Oh dear me, the vase I was cleaning just slipped right out of my hand.
私は足が滑って肘が先輩の溝落ちに。
Oops, I just tripped and elbowed you in the solar plexus.
The LCS had gotten a lot livelier since Suzumu joined. It seemed the others were aware of just how big of an impact he had on all of us. Most boys our age were some form of pathetic, irritating, or just plain out of touch with their emotions.
I was just as interested in romance as any other girl my age, but I'd hardly ever met anyone as cool and dignified as Suzumu.
We all had our types, but one thing for sure, Suzumu got top scores among all of us in the LCSC. Of course, we didn't let our chatting get in the way of work. We were good at double tasking. We met up with Suzumu and Atsuda, and by the time evening approached, we had finished sorting and cleaning the rummage sale goods without a hitch.
みんなお疲れ様。
We're done. Good work, guys.
いよいよバザー本番も来週となりました。
The rummage sale will be next week.
バザーだけでいいのにな。なんで変なのまで引き受けちゃうんだか。
They shouldn't just let us show up at the rummage sale. Why do we gotta do all that other stuff too?
社会地域奉仕貢献部だからじゃないでしょうか。
Because we're the local community service club, perhaps?
でもお泊まり会がちょっぴりワクワクだね。
Either way, I'm really excited for the sleepover.
俺の場合はむしろ家からの方が近いんだがな。
Well, in my case, my place is actually way closer to the event.
そうだね。夏くんの場合、家が会場の真ん中も同然だね。
That's right. Your home's practically right in the middle of it. The IWAIHIME Shopping District Association will be sponsoring an event next week called the IWAIHIME Happy Fun Carnival. The LCSC would be in charge of the rummage sale. Any earnings would be going to charities, of course, but apparently that wasn't enough community service for us. So we were also supposed to get up early to stand around and prevent illegal bike parking. God forbid, during the shopping district's parade.
なんでたまゆんそんな仕事まで引き受けちゃうんだか。
My Yuhin, why'd you even accept the job?
シャラップ。地域に貢献、社長こぶって素晴らしい。顧問は一体誰かしら。
私、ちやほや。
Shut up! Do community service? Wow, the LCSC is amazing. So who's their advisor? I get showered with love.
グレートなほど先生の私利私欲全開だぜ。
Miss Hinagata sure has some great priorities, huh?
こういう素直なとこ見習いたいよね。
At least she's honest. I could learn a thing or two from her.
褒めてもらえることを期待しての奉仕だっていけないことじゃないと思うよ。
I don't think it's wrong to expect some praise out of community service.
そうそう。やらない善よりやる偽善ってね。
Raidamundo, better do it for yourself than not do it at all.
人間、褒められることを期待しなきゃ何事もやる気出ませんしね。
Hard for people to find motivation unless they expect some level of praise for their work.
布川さんはマスク着用でバザーの準備のお手伝いをお願いね。
Nunokawa, make sure you wear a mask when you help us set up for the rummage sale, okay?
芸能人だからね。目立つ仕事はできないよね。
Right, she's an idol. She can't be seen doing this sort of work, huh?
ステージ以外で
Really?
マジカルリリーをストーキングする不届き野郎は俺のグレートナックルでぶちのめしてやるぜ。
Any assholes who try stalking Magical Lily off stage are gonna get a taste of my giant, my great knuckle.
グレートナックルって呼び出しコスト3のカードだっけ？
Don't you need to attribute these, bleh. But don't you need to attribute 3 monsters to summon Great Knuckle to the field?
そうだぜスサラ。お前は覚えるのが早いな。さすがはグレートな男。
Is that a card reference? That's right, Suzahara. You catch on quick. You really are a great man.
自転車を止めようとする人にグレートナックルしちゃダメだからね。
Now, nobody's using any great or not so great knuckles on any would-be hooligans.
There have been many cases of Susara station commuters illegally parking their bikes in old shopping district just next door. It had become such a problem that the administration finally ran out of patience.
Sorry. And designated the shopping district a crackdown zone for illegal bike parking. But the lawbreakers weren't going to let that stop them. They simply left the old shopping district and turned their sights on the nearby Iwamilto shopping district instead. Unattended bikes would get in the way of the parade through the shopping district, so they asked for us to get up early and patrol the sidewalk to ensure that the streets would stay clean for at least the day of the parade. Of course, this would be a joint job with the Shopping District Association, though they were originally supposed to do it themselves. As for why Miss Hinagata accepted a job like that in the first place.
なので早朝の仕事に備えて前夜はお泊まり会を決行して親睦も深めちゃいましょう。
So to prepare for the job, we'll have a sleepover the night before and have some good old-fashioned club bonding time. Really just wanted to have a sleepover now that we had 2 members to liven up the place. But there was no way the school would allow one without good reason. So she volunteered for an early morning security job to give her the justification she needed. Long story short, this was 120% the result of Miss Hinagata's selfishness.
お泊まり会のご飯何にしようね。
What should we make for dinner that night?
ミノベキンじゃこういう時はカレーって決まってるね。
In the Arkanai Minobi Kingdom, the traditional sleepover meal is curry.
ああ、いいよね、カレー。グッズグッズ、ハッピーハッピー。
Oh, I like it. Seeing some good curry bubbling in the pot is a great way to make you really, really happy.
ちょっと女子力的にどうかと思います。
I don't know.
せっかく男子がいるんですよ。ここで料理の腕を見せなくてどうするんですか。
We've finally got boys around, right? So isn't this the time we should be showing off our cooking skills?
カレーって女子力ないかな。レトルトじゃなくても。
You don't think curry's feminine? I can't say that word. Not even if we make the roe?
ちょっとポイントは低いんじゃないか
I still don't think it's enough.
と。ほんじゃあリディアンは何を作る？
Then what are you gonna make, Lillian?
まあ和洋どっちで攻めるかですが、和風なら渋く煮物系で、洋風なら手ごねハンバーグとか定番かと。
I'm not sure whether to go Western or Japanese style. With Japanese food, I'd make something classy and boiled. But if we go Western, I can make the solid hamburger steak.
おお、家庭的でポイントがアップアップっぽい。
Wow, you're sounding more and more wifely by the second.
男子は綺麗なのより家庭的なのが好きだそうだからね。お主、やるの。
Boys definitely tend to prefer a lady who's skilled around the house over one that only looks pretty. Right on, Lillian.
一応小学校の時にお料理教室に通ってましたんで。
Well, I didn't take that cooking class in elementary school for nothing.
ほんじゃリリアンが料理担当、オイラは配膳担当ってことで一つ。
Sweet. Then Lillian can do the cooking, and I'll set the table.
構いませんけど、男子のポイント、私が全部独り占めですよ。
I don't mind, but do you realize that I'll be getting all the glory, right?
私的には鈴原先輩にアピールできるチャンスなのでありがたいですけど。
I certainly won't be complaining about an opportunity to get in Suzuhara's good graces.
却下。オイラにも見せ場のある料理じゃないと部長権限で否決する。
Denied. Any plan where I don't get to show off to is gonna hard presidential pass. I think this is her, so I'm just gonna do... I'll kind of do a kind of normal voice, just in case. Because if I do her voice for so long, I'm definitely gonna lose my voice. For dinner, the night of the sleepover would be using the home economics classroom. For us girls, this is the perfect chance to show off our feminine charms. The LCSC was having a meeting at the fast food joint in the shopping district to decide what to cook.
そうだ、男子に食べたいものを聞いてみるのはどうかな。
I know. Why don't we ask the boys what they'd like?
男子の食べたいものなんてどうせ大したもんじゃないと思うよ。
Not like they're gonna suggest anything that'll take real effort.
すずむ、好きな食べ物とかってある？
Suzumu, what would you like to eat?
何でも好きだよ。
Anything's fine with me.
出ましたね。女泣かせの一言。
And there it is, the line that makes girls weep the world over.
嫌いなものはある？
Is there anything you don't like?
ないですよ。何でも感謝して食べます。
No, I'm grateful for whatever I get to eat.
セロリとかピーマンでも平気なわけ？
That means you're good with celery and green peppers? Yeah.
さすがは鈴原、好き嫌いがねえとはグレートな男だぜ。
That's the great Suzuhara for you. He's not picky at all.
もっと待て、その攻撃に俺の計略カードグレート台風が発動だ。
Hold it right there. Your attack has triggered my trap card. Great Typhoon.
ああ、やられた。夏くんは強いな。
Oh man, you got me. You're so good, Natsu.
ちょっと男子、カードゲームで遊んでないで。
Come on, guys. Quit playing that card game.
何でも好きじゃ参考にならないね。
You don't have anything to go off of if you're fine with whatever.
質問の仕方を変えたらいいと思います。ね
I believe this calls for a different approach.
え、鈴原先輩。 嫁さんにするならどんなタイプの女性が好きですか？
Say, Suzahara, just hypothetically speaking, what kind of woman would you want to marry?
He's really dropping that landmine on him now.
俺は俺の熱さについてこられる熱い女がいいぜ。
I want a passionate woman who's just as passionate as me. I'm very passionate.
夏代お兄ちゃんらしいね。でもリリー、暑いのは苦手なの。
Sounds just like you, big bro. But just so you know, passion can be a bit overwhelming for little old me.
No! I'm great!
There's that.
スズモンは
Are we so
どんな
close?
タイプの子と結婚したいわけ？
What kind of girl does Suzumoon want for his own?
ごくり。
身の丈に合った普通の子でいいよ。
I think I just like someone who's normal. So that means none of you are normal.
どんな人であっても生涯を共に過ごしたいと誓い合えたならきっと素敵だと思うから。
No matter who it is, though, if I'm planning on spending the rest of my life with them, they'll be wonderful, no matter what.
普通の子というのは
Whoa!
家庭的な庶民的な女の子という解釈でよろしいですか？
May I take normal girl to mean a domestic girl next door type?
まあそういうことなのかな。
Hmm? I guess so.
スズムは家庭的な女の子が好み。
Suzumoon prefers domestic girls.
つまり肉じゃがとか焼き鮭とかそういうのが好きってことかね？
In that case, he's gotta like real at homey meals like meat and potato stew, grilled salmon, and all that jazz, right?
なるほど。傾向はわかりました。
Let's see. Got a good idea what he likes now.
先輩方、ここは一つ勝負としませんか？
Hey girls, why don't we make a contest out of this?
勝負って？
Contest?
まさか3人でそれぞれおかずを1品ずつ作るとか？
Wait, you're gonna suggest we all make our own dishes, aren't you?
そうです。鈴原先輩に誰のおかずが一番美味しかったか決めてもらいます。
Yes. We'll determine which of our dishes Suzahara likes the best.
勝ったら何かあんの？
And what does the winner get?
お泊まり会当日、満天の星空の下、先輩と二人きりで屋上デートをお膳立てってのはいかがです？
What would you say to the date?
Cannot speak today.
What would you say to a date on the roof all alone with Suzahara right under the stars?
Is that for him too? Did he agree to this?
むっちゃ大胆で私真っ赤真っ赤だ。
Oh, you're real bold, Riria. Even I'm blushing. See? You're blushing.
おいこら、グラハイは恋愛禁止じゃないのか。
Hold the phone. Again, I thought romance was a big no-no for Flower High members.
恋愛じゃないです。親愛です。
It's not love, it's just affection.
それに二人きりだからこそ話せることってあると思うんです。
Besides, there are some things you can only talk about when you're all alone.
私は芸能人クルス・リリアとして大成するにはどうすればいいか、鈴原先輩にご指導をいただきたいので。
I'd like Suzahara to coach me on how I can still be a hit, even as Riria Kurusu.
二人きりで？おほ、大胆。
Alone? Damn, you got spunk.
イベントは待つものじゃなく作るものです。
You don't wait for things to happen, you make them happen. He was a real go-getter. How's the star for you?
面倒でしたら先輩方は危険でも結構ですよ。
But if it's too much trouble, the two of you could just sit this one out.
やっちゃる。見延県に敵前逃亡の虹はない。
Them's fighting words. The Arcanine Minobi Kingdom doesn't know the meaning of surrender.
4時だと思うな。
Kinda hard to surrender when you hadn't even tried to fight.
上等ですね。参考までに見延先輩の得意料理は
Splendid. Now, just for reference, what is one of your best dishes, Minabe?
カップラーメンは時計を見なくてもぴったり3分がわかるのだ。
I can tell when my cup ramen's ready without even looking at a clock.
なるほど。勝負当日まで実力は明かさないというわけですね。
I see. So you don't intend to reveal your true skills until the day of the match, do you?
多分違うと思うな。
No, I can be serious.
春宮先輩は勝負します？棄権します？
What about you, Harumiya? Are you in or out?
私、実は春宮先輩にはちょっと嫉妬しておりまして。
You see, I'm actually a little bit jealous of you.
ただ親戚関係というだけで、鈴原先輩のことをすずむすずむとファーストネームで呼んでいるのが悔しいんです。
You get to call Suzahara by his first name, simply because you're related.
最近は慣れたけど、オイラも最初はこの2人付き合ってんのかなって思ったね。
I know better now, but yeah, I thought you guys were dating at first.
遠縁だけど親戚だし、そこは気さくに、その。
Well, it's just we're related. But we're not super close, so I was trying to be friendly, I guess.
裏山けしからんというやつです。なので
Now that
勝負を棄権するというなら
now that's just cheating. Alright, if you abstain from the contest.
鈴原先輩のことは今後鈴むと呼び捨てにするのを禁止にします。
You'll be banned from calling Suzahara by his first name from now onwards. What?
キコチ、勝負しなよ。オイラもするんだからさ。
Come on, Kiki, join in. I'm doing it too.
確か花嫁修行中とか前に言ってなかった？
Besides, didn't you say you were training for marriage?
私素敵なお嫁さんになるために修行中。
I'm practicing so I can be a wonderful wife.
おや、ならば勝負を逃げる道理はありませんね。
Oh, there is no reason for you to bow out, is there?
勝負してください、春宮先輩。鈴原先輩を呼び捨てにできる権利かけてもらいますよ。
Please join in, Harumiya. Your right to call Suzahara by his first name is on the line, you know?
上等だ。その勝負受けてだってやる。
You're on. I accept.
はい男子、ゲーム中断。こっち向いて。
Okay, boys, pause your game and give us a minute.
お泊まり会の夕食は
Okay.
ミステリ
Oh,
ー
darn
メ
it.
ニューに決まりました。
Alright, pause. We've decided that we'll be putting together a mystery menu for the night of the sleepover.
お、そりゃ一体どんなメニューなんだ？
Whoa, what are you guys planning?
当日のお楽しみにってことかな。
It's a mystery, so I guess we'll have to wait and find out.
そういうことです。おかず3品は私たちが担当します。
Precisely. The three of us will be in charge of cooking the main dishes.
男子はご飯とお味噌汁が担当だよ。
You boys will be in charge of the rice and the miso soup.
任せろ。その程度だったら朝飯前だぜ。
Leave it to me. That'll be a piece of cake.
僕もおかずが作りたかったな。
I wish I could have made a side dish.
鈴原先輩にはおかずの優劣を決めるという重要な仕事がありますので。
Don't worry, you'll be determining the quality of the dishes, Suzahara. It's a very important job.
というわけで女子一同正々堂々頑張るよ。
Alright, girls, let's settle this fair and square.
おいらも美濃部県の郷土料理を見せてやる。
The Arcanine Mionobi Kingdom's cooking's gonna rock your world.
私も全力で行きますので恨みっこなしですよ、先輩。
I won't be holding back either. Let there be no hard feelings. Suzumu and Atsuha left together to visit some toy store. I charged my way back alone.
なんだか大変な話になっちゃった。
Things are getting serious. I mean, yeah, I really was training to be a wife. I was learning by helping my mom around the house. Nearly all girls my age were already doing as much.
私お料理とか上手なわけじゃないのに。
It looks like she has like crazy sunburn right there.
How am I gonna pull this off? I'm such a bad cook. Ryura said that she'd taken cooking classes, so her dish would probably be pretty decent. While Minabe may have looked lazy, she was clever, so perhaps her food would turn out good too.
私一番女子力低いのがスズムにバレちゃうかも。
Now Suzumi's gonna find out I'm the least feminine. Oh, I hate that word. Of the bunch.
というかスズムのことスズムってもう呼べなくなっちゃうの？なんかすごくやだやだだよ。
But if I don't do this, then I can't call Suzumu by his first name anymore. I don't want that at all. That aside, Ryura sure was aggressive. She kept swearing she just cared deeply for him, that it wasn't love or whatever. But she was passionate enough to go for the guy she liked head on. I'm surprised.
私の方が1年お姉さんのはずなのに、リリアちゃんの方がずっと大人に見えるよね。
I'm older than her. It's like Ryura's years ahead of me. And then there was Minabe. She was pretty bold herself, claiming she'd consider going out with Suzumu if we didn't make a move. I guess that meant we all had a thing for Suzumu.
まあ確かにスズムはちょっぴり素敵だもんね。
I can blame them. Suzumu really is dashing.
ああいうのがタイプな子がいてもおかしくはないか。
No wonder they'd fall for a guy like him. Maybe I was arrogant for believing that only I understood his appeal. Suddenly, having two new contenders in my quest for love was enough to make it feel like the sky was falling. So, did I really mean I liked Suzumu? My cousin? I believe that Suzumu wasn't Minabe or Ryura's type, and that only I understood what a catch he was. But I hadn't need to be honest with myself or come to terms with my feelings. But earlier today, I've been handed an epiphany. I wanted to keep calling Suzumu by his name. I wanted to be the only one who did.
やっぱりこれって
So is this really
恋なのかな。
his love, isn't it? I vowed to reinvent myself in high school to achieve my childhood dream of becoming the perfect wife. And that dream needed a wonderful husband to be complete. I've been so obsessed with my own dream that I hadn't actually imagined what sort of man he would be. If I had asked myself,
スズムみたいな旦那さんだったら静かな素敵な家庭を築けそうだよね。
if we were someone like Suzumu, we'd be the perfect, peaceful family. Suzumu kicking back and reading the newspaper. Me in the kitchen, chopping up meat and vegetables with the pot bubbling on the stove. Honey, dinner's ready. Clear the table. Didn't need a mirror to notice I was red as a beet. That dream was my ideal family, my ideal future. Me as an ideal wife with my ideal husband that's also my cousin. And finally, after all these years, I had a clear vision of my future husband's face. Facing it head on would be embarrassing, but I would take a page from Ryura's book and stay brave.
やるぞ。
Alright, I'll do it.
女子力を見せつけてスズムのハートをゲットしちゃうんだ。
I'll show just how fun I can really be and take Suzumu's heart away.
ただ問題は
But
私お料理とか全然なことなんだよな。
I can't cook to save my life.
I feel ya.
I only started helping out with chores in high school. As for what I was doing before that,
いから跳ねてみろって。
I said jump.
本当にお金持ってないです。
But I mean it, I really don't have any money.
聞いてねえって。いいから跳ねてみろっつってんだよ。
Does it look like I give a crap? Just jump already.
I saw some middle school delinquents shaking down a grade school kid behind the park's bathroom. Grade school kids these days carry cash, huh? Times sure have changed. But man, that's so cringy. Really drove home that Susada was out in the sticks.
こら厨房、そういうのかっこ悪いからやめな。
Come on, boys. Stop it. You're embarrassing yourselves.
They pretended not to hear me. Boys can be pretty stupid. They tend to get so into whatever it is they're doing, they can't hear anyone around them. And if I were some dainty girl, the right move would be ignore this and move along. And I couldn't let a poor little grade schooler suffer.
いいからポケットの中身全部出せよ。出せっつってんだよ。
Just cough up everything in your pockets. Cough them up. Oh.
I pulled the leader up by his ear. He'd have to be a real idiot to keep ignoring me at that point.
何しやがんだこの甘。
What the hell are you doing, bitch?
小学生一人に図体でかいのが何人もで何やってんだか。
Why don't you try picking on someone your own size, huh?
ほら僕、行っちゃいな。
Now's your chance, kid. Get out of here. The little boy looked back and forth between me and the bullies, then made a break for it.
かわいそうに。あの子、一人で遊びに行けなくなっちゃうかもよ。
Poor kid. He might not come to play by himself ever again.
だってめえは女だからって調子こいてんじゃねえぞ。
The hell are you? Don't think we'll go easy on you just because you're a chick.
あんたひどい言葉遣いだね。制服見てわかんない？
No one needs to teach you manners. Can't you see my uniform?
私、年上だよ。目上に対する礼儀もないわけ？
I'm older than you. Is that how you treat your elders?
だからなんですか？すすこのお姉ちゃんよ。
So what? Think that makes you hot shit?
正義の味方気取りっすか？威勢いいっすね。
Trying to be a superhero or something? You got balls.
カツアゲなんて真似。ダサいからマジでやめな。
Seriously? Cut the whole shakedown act. It's super lame.
そういうことして生きがってると、この辺島にしてる怖い人たちに目つけられるよ。
You might think you're pretty cool, but you're just gonna catch the eyes of the wrong folks, let me tell you. Most delinquents are basically just pretending to be gangsters. They jump at opportunity to fight for the right cause. And if they heard some punks were causing trouble on their turf, they gladly call themselves delinquent hunters and pick a fight with this crew.
そういうの俺ら全然平気っすから。
That ain't gonna happen to us.
俺の姉貴血まみれ天女の親衛隊なんすけど。
My big sis is part of the Bloodstained Angels attack squad, you know.
Bloodstained Angels. Man, what an edgy name. A group of delinquent girls who held Susada under their thumb.
お姉さんススコっすよね。ススコにも血まみれ天女の人結構いるっすよ。
You go to Susu High, right? Well, there's a ton of Bloodstained Angels there, too.
あんま調子こいてんといじめられちゃうんじゃないっすか。
You keep sticking your nose where it don't belong, and you're the one they're gonna go after.
The delinquents started seriously infringing on my personal space. Apparently, they thought I was trembling in fear.
お姉さん、俺たちと仲良くなりましょうよ。
Come on, babe. How about you let us get to know you better?
ねえねえ、お姉さんのおごりでカラオケ行きましょうよ。
Hey, why don't you treat us to karaoke?
お姉さんさ結構可愛いじゃん。彼氏とかいんの？
You're real cute now. You got a boyfriend?
高校にもなってリボンつけちゃうとか超狙ってんじゃん。男推しアピールしちゃってんの。
You must be dying for attention if you're still wearing ribbons in high school. You after a guy or what?
They put their hands on my shoulders and touched my arms. I knew I'd regret what would come next. I wish I'd stopped myself. But it was too late.
お姉さんうつむいちゃってどうしたの？怖くて失禁しちゃった？
Huh? Hey, what you looking down for, babe? You pissed yourself? A moment later, the delinquents found themselves lying flat on the ground. Tsubakiko had slammed her elbows and knees into their vitals with lightning speed, one after the next.
人がおとなしくしてりゃ
You should have shut those traps when you had the chance.
調子こいてんじゃねえぞクソガキめら
Don't get full of yourselves, you fucking brats.
祭るぞこらてめえら血祭りにされてけこら
You want some, you silly ass wipes? You want to get fucking slaughtered, punks? Oh, cool.
なんだこの甘わけわかんね
Fuck, what's up with this bitch?
え誰が甘だ
Huh?
にどういう口
Who are you
聞いて
calling
ん
a
だ
bitch? That any way to speak to your elders? Huh?
祭られてけこら
I'm gonna slaughter you, you little shit.
兄貴助けてくれよ
Save me.
おいおい何やってんだよダッセーな
Seriously, the fuck is this shit? So pathetic.
Several delinquent girls in tracksuits showed up. It seemed they were members of the bloodstained angels the boy had been talking about.
このススコの女がよ調子乗ってんだよ
This Suzu heist chick thinks she's hot shit.
うちの弟が世話になってんじゃねえかよお前クラスどこよ
So you're the one who kicked my little bro's ass? What class are you in?
祭るぞこれ
Slaughter you too, bitch.
What?
うちの姉貴はよ血まみれ天女の親衛隊なんだぜぶち切れるとマジやべえんだぜ
That's my big sis. She's one of the highest ranked bloodstained angels. You're in for a world of hurt if you piss her off, you know.
土下座しろやそしてちびりながらカラオケ代をおごりやがれ
Go on, piss yourself, beg for her mercy, and when you're done, you could pay for karaoke.
バキコさん
Is that you, Bakihiko?
誰だおめえ
The hell are you?
ちわーすそんな可愛い格好してるからわかりませんした
I'm sorry. I couldn't tell it was you with that cute getup.
んだこら似合ってねえかよ祭るぞこら
The fuck you saying? It doesn't look good on me? I'll waste ya.
とんでもないっす超可愛いです超似合ってますなあ
No. You're real cute. It looks great on you, right?
似合ってます
Yeah, it sure does.
さっき私のリボン超狙ってるとか言ったガキ誰だこら
So, which one of you goddamn brats said I was begging for attention?
血祭りにされてえかこら
You want to get fucking slaughtered? You bastards!
The delinquents had no idea what was happening, but they seemed to understand Tsubakiko wasn't someone to be messed with. They all bowed to her while begging for forgiveness. Tsubakiko shrugged at the sight, her face warping from bloodlust to disappointment. She turned around with an annoyed frown and left.
兄貴あの人誰よ
Sis, who the hell was that?
血まみれ天女初代特攻隊長のバキコさんだよ
Was Bakiko, the first leader of the Bloodstained Angels Attack Squad.
バキコって血祭りバキコあの女がマジで
Wait, you mean Bakiko, the slaughterer? That was her? Seriously?
お前ら何やんちゃしたのか知らないけど
I don't know what kind of shit you guys pulled,
血の雨も降らずに堪忍してもらえたのマジで感謝した方がいいぞ
but you better be grateful she didn't paint the park with your blood. Eek! So our little girl is kind of a badass.
しまった
I went berserk again. I hate myself. What? I, Tsubikiko Harumiya, had a secret no one else could ever know. In my room lay many trophies of the edgiest years of my life. A gang flag labeled Bloodstained Angels hung up on my wall, embroidered in gold. A gang leader jacket with the name First Attack Lord Squeed Leader Subahiko Harumiya monogrammed right onto it. My trusty partners from those days leaning against the wall. Warped metal bats, splatters of liqueur on them to make them look bloodstained. A chain borrowed from a broken bike. It always hurt my hand, so I never used it as a weapon. A wooden sword I bought on a middle school field trip. Used that one to teach countless misbehaving underclassmen a lesson. All of them were precious memories of my innocent youth. Come back to me, my innocent girly.
そうだよね。こういう時は女の子らしい可愛い音楽でイメージをチェンジ。
At times like this, some cute girly music does real wonders for an image change. I turned on the stereo, but the headphone jack must have been unplugged because loud music started blaring. Slaughter, 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 slaughter. Smash that shithead teacher's head and roar! Don't tell me what to do. I ain't playing your bell. I don't take orders from you. Now burn it, hell. I frantically switched the power off, silencing the heavy metal CD I'd been listening to last night. The band's poster hung on the wall nearby. Thanks to them, I had a whole gallery displaying my messed up hobbies, from the skull with the pentagram on it to a creepy demon mask. Something girly. Up until now, I had never felt anything odd about the room I lived in for so long. This wouldn't do. If I ever saw this room, I'd literally just die. Then I'll have to clear it all up. Please, grant me cleaning magic. Up through middle school, I had been living a completely different life. When I was in grade school, my hatred of boys ran rampant, and thanks to some bad influence in middle school, I became even worse. Why am I grateful my parents let all slide back then. My change was triggered when I heard Suzumu would be moving here. The two of us played together when we were little, so the topic brought back vivid memories of my life before I strayed off the path. At that moment, I realized I couldn't live with the person I'd become, so I decided to turn over a new leaf once I entered high school. I cut ties with all that stuff, made a fresh start as an innocent young lady, and strove for my childhood dream to become the perfect wife once more. I should have gotten rid of everything in here back then. But I just can't throw it away, no matter how embarrassing they are. They're all precious, precious memories of my older days. God, I don't have a single feminine bone in my body. It's been a year since I started training to be a wife, aka helping out with chores. If they were teaching femininity in school, then I'd just be finishing first grade. It took me until high school to start learning the things most girls learn in grade school at the earliest, and middle school at the latest. I'm about as ladylike as a pig in the mud. Yet I'm supposed to participate in a cooking contest? Against Jack of all trades Minabe and Miss Perfect Rira at that? I'm gonna stop calling Suzumu by his name if I lost? Did that mean I'd lose Suzumu to one of them too? sleep and wake up to find out none of them is real, won't I? I flopped onto the bed and closed my eyes. I should have been laughing at how silly it was, yet tears streamed down my cheeks. Susan was practicing in the backyard again. Concentrate, practice his form, clear his mind, then punch the tree aplenty. That was his routine every single day. I found it odd at first, but my family and I had grown used to it by this point.
進む今話しかけても大丈夫？
Hey, Suzumu, are you free to talk right now?
何？
What is it? Suzumu lowered his hips and held the pose. Didn't look like much at first, but I only could imagine it took a lot of muscle strain to hold that long. It wasn't something he was born able to do. It must have become second nature to him after years and years of training.
進むはその親善武術っていうの？いつから修行してるの？
How long have you been practicing that divine tribute style thing?
物心がついた時にはもうやってた気がするな。
For as long as I can remember, I think.
それって小学校より前からってこと？
You mean even before grade school?
Yeah.
もちろん年相応な内容だったけれどね。
Oh, but my training was always geared toward my age, of course.
なるほどね。
そっか。
ズムの強さは一朝一夕じゃないわけだね。
So you really didn't just get strong in a day? Same could be said for cooking or being a lady. Any kind of skill takes constant effort. There are no shortcuts in this world. I tried acting like a dainty flower on the surface, but on the inside, I was still the same rabid beast.
はあ。
何かあったの？
Is something wrong?
スズムの言ってたさ。普通の子ってやつ。
Hey, remember that stuff you said about normal girls?
ん？
ほら、スズムが結婚したいと思う女の子のこと。
You know, the kind of girl you said you'd want to marry?
A normal girl. Most people would probably take those words at face value. Those words weighed heavily on me, having only started living a normal life a year ago. For me, a normal girl was defined by the number of years she lived an ordinary life. As such, I didn't even qualify as one.
もしもだよ。
Can you hear me out for a minute?
うん。
Okay.
スズムの理想と違う。普通に至らない子が告白してきたらどうする？
Let's say a girl who wasn't normal, who didn't match your ideal, confessed to you. What would you do?
普通に至らない子ってどういう意味？
What do you mean by not normal?
つまり
Well...
ごめんね、今の質問なし。フォーゲットで。
Never mind, sorry. Forget what I said. Forget it.
キコちゃんは異性と付き合ったことってある？
Hey, Kiko, have you ever gone out with a guy before?
ないよ。全然ない。一度もない。
Not me, never.
僕もないよ。だから経験も修行もゼロなんだ。
I've never been out with a girl either, so I don't have any experience or training in that sort of thing.
人を愛して結ばれて、そして幸せになるのにも技量がいるんじゃないかなって思うことがあるんだ。
I believe that it takes skill to love, marry, and be happy with another.
人を愛する技量って変な言い方。
You think it takes skill to love? Never heard that one before.
友達同士だってさ、気遣いってあるよね。だからいつまでも仲良くいられる。
Well, let's just use friendship as an example. There are certain lines you just don't cross if you want to remain friends, right?
親しい仲だからってそれにあぐらをかいてたら喧嘩にもなるし、友情だって終わることもある。
But sometimes people get complicit just because they feel their relationship is strong enough not to worry about it so much. That moment of complacency can end those friendships. Can't read words.
I believe love to be an invincible bond that unconditionally bridged all divides between men and women. But Suzumu's point was valid too. The hedge between keeps friends green. What? Let me read that again. A hedge between keeps friendship green, as they said. A slip of the tongue, our single thoughtless action could end both friendships and romances. That wasn't something taught in school. It was something you learned from experience.
だから僕たちはたくさんの友達と交流してそれを学んできたんじゃないかな。
So perhaps we learn those lines are by having a lot of friendships.
それと恋人同士も同じだっていうわけ？
And do you think the same goes for lovers? Yeah.
だから僕は
So...
もし女の子に告白を受けたら付き合ってみたいなって思う。
If a girl confessed to me, I think I'd want to give it a try.
そうすることでお互い恋の育み方が学べると思うし、人間も深まると思うんだ。
That way we could both learn how to nurture our love and improve ourselves. At least that's what I believe.
ひょっとしたら相性が合わなくて別れてしまうこともあるかもしれないけど、
Even if it turns out we're not a good match and end up separating.
二人はとても大切な経験を得て次につないでいけると思うよ。
I believe it'd still be a valuable experience that would help us both out in the future.
進の恋愛観ってすごいね。
Your ideas on love are amazing.
そうかな。キコちゃんが言うならそうかもしれないね。
Really? Well, if you say so, then maybe. Suzumu relaxed and picked a towel off the porch. Just then, Mom came outside and placed out a pot of tea nearby. Man, was I insensitive? I shouldn't have been the one to do that. In that sense, Mom would have had to be more of an expert than me in these matters. Of course she was. She married Dad and had a daughter who ended up going down the wrong path at that. She made it this far, amassing plenty of experience points in life. I need more feminine experiences in my life too.
ねえ、進む。
Hey, Suzumu.
何？
Yeah?
私がさ、その 恋の勉強のために
So, can we need to put our little fingers together. Make a little... So, can we, study love? Do you think we could go out?
お
Huh? Yeah, right, like I could ever say that. Man.
ごめんね、なんでもないよ。
I'm sorry, never mind.
Nope. She was not brave enough.
My dream to become the perfect wife. I can never forget how it all started. It happened back when I was in kindergarten. That prayer slip placed between all those dangerous items on my shelf was the beginning of it all. I want to be the perfect wife when I grow up. Kiko. That was the first dream I've ever had. I had struck to those feelings and lived an honest life. How wonderful a woman would I be by now. I threw myself into the bed and went over to my life. Why did I go down the wrong path? I got into fights with boys all the time. Being the dumb kid I was, I thought it made me cool. Damn it. I wish I could turn back time and do it all over.
What you wish for.
Well,
Maybe we can, with the power of story and visual novel magic. Ooh.
I remember them so well. Suzuda was a lot different back then, wasn't it? I don't feel like there used to be so many houses. There used to be a lot of fields, but those are gradually replaced by houses and parking lots.
That's what happens in cities. Or towns, at least, I guess.
I love going to the local park.
It's where I beat up children.
There were always people I knew playing there. We'd have fun playing on the slide and in the sandbox. I never even once thought about fighting or anything. Back then, I honestly believed there were 3 kinds of people. Family, friends, and future friends. I remember what it felt like, but not all of the details. That was good enough for me. If only I could return back to when there was infinite possibilities laid out before me. The slide was fun, no matter how many times I went down it. Whee! I love making mountains of sand and digging holes. The deeper you dug, the cooler the sand got. Whenever I got thirsty, I would run over the water fountain and greedily gulp the water straight out of the faucet. My friends' mothers would be sitting on the benches, smiling and waving at us. I could get along with anyone here and make friends with them easily, even if we'd only just met, or I didn't even know their names. Everyone was nice. There was even this older man who would buy drinks for the kids. That's really weird. Okay. There was something strange on the bench near the swing. I was sitting. No, it was bulging on said bench. It was a giant, flabby lunk of flesh, a blob. I couldn't really explain it. It was like an obese man's stomach had become a giant mass of meat. Something like hair was thrown between its rolls of fat, reminding me of my father when we took baths together. I thought nothing of it. No, okay. I thought nothing of it with my father, but with other people, it really disgusted me. That impression was only in hindsight. Back then, I doubt it bothered me. After all the kids would gather around him with beaming smiles when he brought ice cream out of the shopping bag and called us over. Okay, this is stranger danger. Do not accept ice cream or candy from weird older people. And I was no different. Bobby Bob, baby boo. Everyone was crazy for the blob giving away ice cream for free. I was the same. What is these girls? These girls are so dumb. I was the same. I didn't get to have ice cream much because my parents said it'd give me stomach aches. And then the blob reached out its hand as it spoke to me. Nowadays, I would have found that repulsive, but the young me had no such reservations. A slimy arm-shaped lunk emerged from the blob and stroked my cheek. A gooey, sticky thread covered in sweat hung between my cheek and the blob. No, stop it. It's so gross. Yet the young me was happy, engrossed with the blob that always gave me free treats. My chest was growing tighter and tighter. It was a struggle to breathe. It was the stench, the reek of a rotten stomach, the rank smell of acidic sweat. I gasped for air. All I could do was keep watching that scene from an outside perspective, like on a TV show. Just then, the giant blob's eyes met mine. Where? It slithered off the bench with a creeping sound. It made its way through the children merrily, stuffing their faces with ice cream, and approached me. I was frozen in place. All I could do was watch as that thing wriggle towards me. Meanwhile, the young me just kept licking her popsicle. At that moment, the blob opened its giant mouth as though it was going to eat me alive, which enveloped everything hidden within. Its pungent breath putrid as a boiling sewer, its tongue covered in warts like a sea cucumber, grimy teeth flecked with yellow spots. It was going to swallow me. No. All of a sudden, the world filled with radiant light. The foul blob writhed in pain upon its arrival. It groaned as it slithered away. It was saved. Just then, my savior appeared within the warm light. Who could it be? It's
大丈夫
my...
しっかり
Are you alright? Hang in there. Suzumu emerged from the brilliant light. He saved me. Suzumu.
大丈夫だよもう何も怖くないよ
It's okay. You don't have to be scared anymore.
怖いのは僕が追い払ったから
I chased away whatever was frightening you.
ありがとう、スズム。
Thank you, Suzumu.
あ
Yay! Suzumu saved us.
I cried in Suzumu's arms for a while. Gradually, I calmed down and realized I've been having a nightmare.
That's... Was it a nightmare?
So it's just a dream.
嫌な夢だったみたいだね。
Looked pretty bad to me.
私夢見の悪い方みたいでぼんやりしてる時とかにもよく気持ち悪い夢を見たりするの。
I tend to get nightmares all the time, especially when I space out.
最近はそれほどでもなかったんだけど久しぶりに特盛り級のを見た気がする。
I haven't had as many recently, but I feel this was the worst one in a while.
どんな夢を見てたの？
What kind of nightmare was it?
A big fat blob was giving children ice cream, and then he wanted something from me. Dreams are always so clear when you're having them. Yet when I try to recall the details, I found they had faded from my brain like a melted snow.
忘れちゃった。
Forgot.
バカみたいだね。散々うなされておいてケロッと忘れちゃうなんて。
It's silly, isn't it? It was so scary, but now I can't remember a thing.
覚えてて楽しいものじゃないなら、それが一番じゃないかな。
If it was that bad, then perhaps that's for the best.
そうだね。
Yeah. What happened to me? Oh, right. I lay down in bed during a fit of self-loathing.
Relatable, yes.
I planned on getting back up soon, but it seemed I dozed off. I was glad Suzumoon had woken me up. I would have felt like a total mess in the morning if I fell asleep in my clothes. Wait.
どうしたの？
Is something wrong?
スズム、なんで私の部屋にいるの？
Suzumoon, what are you doing in my room?
うん。僕も寝てたんだけど、キコちゃんの部屋から叫び声が聞こえて。
Oh, right. I went to bed, but then I heard you screaming.
うちのアパート壁が薄いしね。
You're pretty thin, huh?
ノックしたんだけど気づいてくれなくて。おじさんたちの部屋もノックしたんだけど、こっちもダメで。
I knocked, but I got no answer. I tried knocking on your parents' door, but that didn't work either.
ひょっとしたら窓の鍵が開いてるかなって思って。
So then I figured your window might be unlocked.
あ、ごめんね。開いてた。
Oh, sorry? And it was?
おかげでキコちゃんを起こしてあげることができたんだ。
Yeah. Thanks to that, I was able to wake you.
さすがに僕も寝巻きじゃ失礼だと思ったんで、ちゃんと着替えてきたんだ。
It would have been rude to go in my pajamas, though, so I changed first.
That was awfully considerate, but I didn't care about that at the moment. Something far, far bigger was at stake here.
見た。
Did you see?
何を？
See what?
見たよね。私の部屋。
My room?
Yeah.
ご感想を一つ。
Like what?
What do you think?
すごいね。
It sure is something.
No, this is a real nightmare. Wake me up, please, please. I gripped my head and rolled around in bed.
どうして入った？どうして私の部屋に入った？
Why? Why did you come in here?
泥棒に押し入られたのかと思ったし、病気や怪我かもしれなかったし。
Well, I figured a thief might have broken in, or you could be sick or injured.
でも女の子の部屋だよ。乙女の聖域だよ。秘密の花園だよ。
This is a girl's room. We're talking here. A lady's sanctuary. Her secret garden. Garden my ass. There wasn't a single flower in here. A sanctuary with a gang flag, jacket, and posters of demons and skulls hanging around? Who didn't think I was kidding?
Let it out.
スズムに見られた。見られちゃった。もうおやめに行けないよ。
You saw it all. Now I'll never get married.
なんかごめん。
Sorry, I guess.
責任取って。
Take responsibility for what you've done.
What?
責任取ってよ。私をスズムのお嫁さんにして。
Own up to your actions. Make me your wife, damn it. I grabbed Suzumu by the collar, my face drenched with sweat and tears. More than anything, I wanted to dig a hole and bury myself in it at that moment.
理由なんか関係ねえんだよ。私の乙女の聖域にあんた踏み込んだんだから。
I don't want to hear any ifs, ands, or buts. This is your fault for desecrating my sanctuary.
私の乙女土足で踏みにじってごめんねで済まされるわけねえだろ。
You think a simple sorry is gonna make up for soiling my holy ground? Do you?
靴は履いてないよ。
But I didn't track any dirt.
そういうボケはいいんだよ。こら祭るぞこら。
Don't mean shit, you son of a bitch. I'll kill you.
いたたたた、痛いよキコちゃん。
Ow, you're hurting me, Kiko.
私の心の痛みはそんなもんじゃねえ。謝れ、謝罪しろ。私をスズメのお嫁さんにしろ。
That's nothing compared to the pain in my heart. Damn it. Apologize, atone, make me your wife.
落ち着いてよキコちゃん。苦しい。
Calm down, Kiko. I can't breathe.
てめえを思って眠れない夜を過ごした私の苦しみより大したことはねえ。
What you're feeling...
Feeling ain't got crap on the suffering I've been through night after restless night.
どういうこと？
What are you talking about?
私がてめえを好きだからに決まってんだろうが、ごら。
You got shit for brains? I'm saying I love you, dumbass. I heaved and coughed my breath and finally came back to my senses. Was that really my idea of a confession? But how was that? On a scale of 1 to 10, I get a negative 100 for femininity on that one.
Kiko ちゃん。
Kiko.
こんなだった私だけど、可愛いお嫁さんになりたいの。
This is how I am. I want to be an adorable, doting wife.
私、スズムのお嫁さんになりたいの。
I want to be your wife.
お
スズムの望むような女の子にはまだほど遠いけど、
I'm still light years away from being your dream girl.
悪いところは直すし、スズムが気に入るようにいっぱい頑張るから。
But I'll work on my flaws, and I'll do my best to become the kind of person you like.
それは僕も同じだよ。
The same goes for me.
今の僕じゃ仮にキコちゃんと結婚したとしても幸せにできる自信なんてないよ。
Even if we did get married, I'm not sure I can make you happy the way I am now.
だから
So,
だから
So,
二人で
my throat.
一緒に勉強していこう。
Let's study together.
それってどういう意味？
what do you mean?
さすがにキコちゃんを僕のお嫁さんにするなんて約束はまだできないよ。
It's definitely too early for me to promise to make you my wife.
だって僕はまだ未熟だからキコちゃんを幸せにできる自信がない。
I mean, I don't have any experience with this sort of thing, so I can't say for sure I could be the husband you deserve
でも
or
そ
desire.
れはキコちゃんも同じでしょ。
But you're in the same boat, right?
だったら二人が互いを幸せにできるかどうか試してそして学び合わなきゃ。
Well, let's find out if we can make each other happy and learn together.
その上で二人が結婚に値するという結論に至ったなら、それでいいんじゃないかな。
And if we decide in the end that we're worthy of spending the rest of our lives with each other, we can consider marriage then, can't we?
よくわかんない。私バカだから、スズムが何を言ってるのかわかんない。
I don't get it. I'm dumb, so I don't understand what you're saying.
ごめんね。僕も実は
I'm sorry you're dumb.
何を言ってるのかちょっとわかんなくなってる。
I'm sorry, honestly, if I'm not so sure myself. I looked up to discover Suzumu's cheeks were adorned with a rare red tinge. I was the one who went all crazy, so he was trying to play it cool for me. But I could tell he was just as nervous. That made me happy. It wouldn't be fair to ask any more from him. I sat up straight and bowed my head to Suzumu.
ずっと好きでした。
I liked you for a long while.
私がスズムのお嫁さんにふさわしいかどうか自信はないけれど、
I don't know if I'm the right woman to be your wife.
どうか私とお付き合いしてください。
But please, go out with me.
悪いところがあったら直します。いいところがあったら頑張ります。
I'll fix any flaws I have and work hard on improving any strengths I have as well.
だからスズムの望む女の子になれたら、
I
私
do
をスズ
become
ム
the right to
の
your wife.
お嫁さんにしてください。
Please. Oh. So if I do become your ideal woman, please take me as your wife. God, I get asked, like, love confessed. No, well, not technically. All these girls want him. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. Just then, Suzumu sat like me and repeated my actions.
僕こそ
Same here.
僕はきっとキコちゃんが期待するほどの立派な男じゃない。
I know I'm not as respectable as a man as you think I am.
だから悪いところがあったら直すし、いいところがあったら伸ばしたい。
So I want to correct my faults and improve my strengths.
それを確かめ合い、直し合い。
We'll discover those and fix those together.
その上でまだ僕がキコちゃんのお婿さんにふさわしいと思ってくれたなら、
And if by then you still believe I'm worthy of being your husband,
その時お互いを運命に委ねよう。
then let's leave everything to fate, baby.
なんでそんなに落ち着いてるの？
So
そして
calm.
告白されたこと結構ある？
Has someone confessed to you before or something? Maybe.
そんなわけないよ。ほら、手のひらはびっしょりだよ。
Of course not. See how sweaty my hands are? Suzumu showed me his palms, which I took into my own. Oh, heathens. They were warm, and I can tell his heart was beating as fast as mine.
スズムも緊張してるんだ。
You're nervous too?
僕の悩みなんだよ。緊張したり焦ったりしてても誰も信じてくれないんだ。
Well, yeah. I worry about things too. Nobody ever believes me when I say I'm nervous, though.
女の子とお付き合いなんかしたことがないからどうすればいいかわからないけど。
I've never dated anyone before, so I don't know what to do.
ご安心めされい。私もだよ。
Really? The same goes for me.
なんだろう、その
Oh, um...
頑張ろう。
Let's do our best.
えいおう。
Hip hip, hooray! We both laughed. I never knew the moonlight shining through the curtains could be so gentle. It illuminated the tinges of our cheeks, revealing our growing embarrassment. The pounding in my chest was so great that I could barely take anymore. If we sealed this night with a kiss like a romance novel, our hearts would explode, no doubt about it. So we simply said goodnight to each other, and Suzumu returned to his room. His door was locked, so he said he'd go back through the window. Ending a series of romantic events on that note was so silly, I couldn't help but laugh. I was Suba Kiko Harumiya, a junior in high school, and I finally found myself living a normal adolescent life. Ah, yay! Happy, happy. Okay. Cooking, 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 cooking.